So for the takeoffs and landings, I do want your hands and feet on all of the controls all the time, so you feel what I'm doing. And if you feel like you're starting to understand what I'm doing, start to put in the input. Just don't overpower me if I'm putting in an input.
Yes.
But if you feel that we're a little bit left and we should be right, put in that right input and bring the plane to the center line. And I'll sort of wait for you to do that a little bit.
Yeah.
And then eventually it'll get to the point where I'm just going to be very light on the controls and you'll be flying the plane, and eventually one day I'll say, well, you've been flying the whole time. You'll be like, holy crap, what, really?
Sounds good.
I'll bring the RPMs up a little bit more so you can warm up that engine a little bit faster. And if you go ahead and flip on the switch that says light, that's beside the strobe. There we go, now we have a nose light on so we can kind of see a little bit better. So we can fly until 25 after, and it's currently 3 after.
Okay.
So we have like 20 minutes to fly.
That's all right.
Alright, so help me taxi out into position.
Okay.
So I'll bring the throttle up. And you notice I'll kick the rudder a little bit, and it'll break the skis free. So now you steer us, we're going to go left. Go right down onto the grass, and then we'll kick the rudder hard right once we get there, and the plane should spin right around.
Okay.
Yeah, so hard right on the rudder. Good job. I'll bring the throttle up a little bit. There we go. Okay, we are past the 180 now, so that means we're nice and warm. So hands on the controls with me.
Okay.
I'm going to slowly bring the throttle up to full. I'm putting in left rudder to counteract the torque. Once we hit our flying speed, about 40 miles an hour or so, I just pull back on the stick. Okay. And we start to climb up. We should climb out at about 55. I don't know what airspeed is. I can't see it.
55.
Okay, good. So I'm going to take my feet off the rudder, and you keep us straight.
Okay.
There you go. And we're going to level off at 1,000 feet. So we're at 900 feet now.
Yep.
Alright, so that's pretty close to 1,000. So there we go. Now we'll do a left-hand turn. I'm going to bring the throttle back to cruise. Do a left-hand turn. And then straighten out the wing. Actually, just keep coming around. Alright, yeah, now level out the wing. So we're going to fly parallel to the runway. We should be a little farther away from the runway. So maybe turn us to the right a little bit there. Yeah, about this distance, so we can go back parallel with the runway.
Oh.
That's okay, to the left. So left rudder, left stick. Now we're still at 1,000 feet, that's good. Then level out.
Okay. There we go.
Oh, yeah, there you go, you're getting it. So when we do our first turn, it's just a 90-degree turn, and then we level out the wings, and then we do another 90-degree turn. That way we're a little bit further away from the runway right away, so we don't have to kind of jog back out. Once we get to this tree cut here, we're going to do a left-hand turn, and we're going to start to descend. So to descend, we're going to bring the throttle back,
Okay.
and you're going to push the nose forward. We're going to keep our speed at 55 or better as we fly. So if we're not going fast enough, we have to push the nose down.
Okay.
So what's our airspeed?
Our airspeed is about 45.
Alright, so we need to be at 55, so we push the nose down. Now this is the freaky part, right? Because people aren't used to diving at the ground. But with an ultralight, there's so much drag, you kind of have to keep your speed up.
Okay.
So what's our airspeed now?
55.
Perfect. So we're just going to aim right at the end of the runway.
Okay.
This is called the final. Once we get down to about treetop height, I bring in just a little bit of throttle, and I start to level out. I'm just gonna let the plane level out. And it's gonna stink, and as it stinks, I just pull the nose up to slow down that stink.
Okay.
And we touch down just like that.
Nice.
And then keep your, so I'm gonna bring the throttle back up to full.
Okay.
And then back on the stick. There we go, climb out at 55. Turn again.
Okay.
And now we're a little bit low this time, so we're going to bring the throttle in a little sooner.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to stay at 55 miles an hour though. So control that with the stick. So if we're fast, pull up. If we're slow, push down.
Okay. We're right at 55.
Okay. So we have the throttle up on that one, so we don't need to bring it back up a treetop. We're going to look at the other end of the runway and just level out the plane.
Okay.
That's about level there. It's going to stink. As it stinks, we're going to slowly pull back on the stick to slow down this descent. And we touch down as smooth as butter.
Nice.
All right, full throttle, one more time around.
Okay.
Back on the stick. We'll climb out at 50 this time, just for fun. You do all of that till just now.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, now look at the other end of the runway.
Okay.
And as as we get close to the ground, start to level out the plane.
Okay.
And then as the plane continues to sink, just continue to slowly pull back on the stick. Just hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. There we go. That was all you.
Oh, that's nice.
That was amazing. Look how smooth that was. And now you steer us back.
Okay. So I still need a hard left?
Yeah. A little bit of throttle to keep it moving.
Okay.
There you go. So yeah, just bring the throttle up. There you go. Just do whatever you need to do to make the plane do what you want it.
Okay.
You're not going to hurt nothing. Well, if you are, I'll stop you before we get there.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. I think this is the first time this landing light has come in this handy. This is probably the closest to sunset I've flown. So bring the throttle back to slow down.
Yeah.
You can see we slow down quick in the snow.
Nice.
And then, yeah, left-hand rudder there. And a bit more throttle to keep us moving. Good. We'll come to the right a little bit more. Very nice.